CBS presents this program in color.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. I must say it's very nice to be back with you now that the strike is over. Isn't it great, Tommy?
No, I liked it. I really liked the strike, and I'm sorry.
Well, anyway, Tommy's glad to be back.
Get that camera off me, scab.
Hey, now. What are you trying to do?
When a guy's on strike, he's on strike, and I'm on strike.
Tommy, the strike is over.
It's a matter of principle. I'm on strike.
I know it's a matter
I don't make up that easy.
Now, Tommy, now wait a minute. I don't care if you want to be on strike. Tell what you be on strike, but I am working.
I'm gonna
I'm working. Good night, David.
Good night, Chet.
It's the Smothers Brothers Comedy Hour with guest stars Robert Morse, the Electric Prunes, Pat Colson, and special guest star Lana Turner. Nelson Riddle and his orchestra, and the Jimmy Joyce Singers. From Television City in Hollywood, ladies and gentlemen, meet the Smothers Brothers.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you. My brother and myself would like to combine and band together now and launch into a frightfully interesting and exciting song.
It's a group number.
It's a group number as my brother and myself form a group and sing a song of the hunters. For throughout history, as hunting, as in the woods, as we go hunting, this is a traditional song telling of the hunt and the excitement therein where lies.
Well, you should also tell the people how this is designed to fill a gaping gap rent into the fabric of society. I think that's an important thing.
This is designed how, what was it? This was designed to fill a gaping gap rent in the fabric of society by filling a need. For no longer do we have hunting songs and the traditional greatness of the old hunting songs.
Of years of yore.
Of years of yore.
And we might not have one tonight. See, my brother is hunting for the right pitch.
See, sometimes sometimes a musician, as I am, musician, a lot of times if you pull on these wires, you strike the wires and they make us, are supposed to make us a specific sound. Now, gang, lend me your ear, for sometimes you pull on the wire and it makes the wrong sound, and then when it makes the wrong sound, naturally, as a man of the arts of music, you turn the little thing down at the end here, and it stretches the wire when you turn this thing down at the end. Little technical background on the instrument.
All right.
Crossed the plain, and then he ventured home again. The merry feast will soon begin among the leaves so green. Oh, Jackie boy, master, sing me well, fare thee well. Hey down, ho down, derry, derry down among the leaves so green. Oh, with my hey down, down, ho down, down, hey down, ho down, derry, derry down among the leaves so green. Oh, the hunter is a cheerful sight. His hearth is warm, his fire bright. His songs, they fill the winter night among the leaves so green. Oh, Jackie boy, master, sing you up, fare thee well. Hey down, ho down, derry, derry down among the leaves so green. Oh, with my hey down, down, ho down, down, hey down, ho down, derry, derry down among the leaves so green. Oh, that's the fun song I was speaking of. The famous song of the hunters.
That's right. That is a famous song, a hunting song, and whenever I hear a song like that, it makes me want to go hunting. I love to hunt, Tommy, and when I hear a song like that, I could just feel the wonderful excitement of the hunt.
That's, my brother's right. Like being out, you're right.
It's a thrill.
You're so right. It's a thrill like being out in the woods early in the morning. Right. The sounds of the birds. perping in the peep. The woods in the morning air, frisk and risking leaves. The brooks, burgling down, trickling waters in the greenos as you stand.
The greenos.
Your eyes, don't interrupt. Your eyes are filled with wonderment as you behold the giant creation of nature. Dew on the leaves, quiet except for the birds, the wind rustling in a burgling brook in the distance. And you smile as you stand in the woods, quietly waiting to kill something. Ha! Kill something! 'Tis merry we are and merry we'll stay. We'll make a song till the break of day, and then we'll start on our way among the leaves so green. Oh, Jackie boy, master, sing you all. There they will, hey down, there down, among the leaves so green. Oh. You know something, more than anything in the world, I've always wanted since I was a little kid to be a big game hunter. Because I'm brave and I want to hunt the most vicious animals in the world.
Tommy, where...
Bravely face these animals in the greeno.
I think
but
that's...
in the burgling brooks. I will face these animals of vicious...
What kind of vicious animals are in burgling brooks?
The vicious burgling
brook animal. Right. Now, if you're serious about being a big game hunter...
I am.
Where would you like to hunt the game, and what would you like to hunt?
I would like to hunt the most vicious animals in the world, of Australia.
Now, Australia doesn't have vicious animals.
Yes, they...
I don't think so.
Yes,
They've got koala. You want to hunt a koala bear? Maybe a rabid koala bear? They're dangerous.
No, see,
Kangaroo?
No,
I mean, there's nothing down there.
See, what I'm going to hunt is a vicious gnu's.
What?
Gnu's.
Gnu?
The vicious gnu's. See, the vicious gnu's are indigenous to the wilds of Australia, and if you come... See, gnu's hang around in little groups.
Herds. You mean herds of
No,
gnu?
groups.
Called troops?
Koala bears hang in herds.
Oh.
See, gnu's are very vicious, and they're known to attack people. They're probably the toughest, most vicious animal in the world, the gnu's.
I don't believe it. You mean they attack?
You
mean it's dangerous to be around them?
You come upon a group of gnu's, Dickie. You better well walk softly, stranger.
Because they'll attack you. Now, what would make them so vicious?
Because they just jump. Gnu will jump right out of they have nasty temper. They'll just jump right out of the bushes in the greeno, and
What do they do? What do they do?
They'll knock you to your knees. You better have a knife with you.
All right. Now, I was trying to be serious, and I thought you were serious. Now,
down. What?
I said I was trying to be serious, and you're making fun of the whole thing.
Gnus are very vicious, Dickie.
I never heard of a gnu. Now, you say...
They're vicious.
Okay, how do you protect yourself? Now, I'm walking down the street, and a group of gnus pounces upon my body. Now, what do I do? How can I protect myself?
Well, see, they have one weak spot. Gnus have a weak spot.
Okay, what's that?
They're gnos. You get a gnu in the gnos, it's good night, a gnu.
All right.
Down, down, ho, down, hey, down, ho, down, derry, down, among the leaves so green, oh, among the leaves so green, oh.
Thank you and good evening. I won't say anything more right now because I know my brother is anxiously awaiting his chance to bring on our very, very glamorous guest.
That's true. I'm anxiously awaiting to bring on our very, very glamorous guest. One of the most beautiful stars to ever appear on the giant silver screen.
That's right.
The star who did more for the sweater than Andy Williams, and even looks better in one, in my way of thinking. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Lana Turner. Sure got a lot of applause there, I'll tell you that.
Yes, and I certainly appreciate it. Yeah. You know, I am not used to live television.
Oh, it's nothing to be with. Just hold my hand here.
Don't be nervous. Just relax and hold my hand. Don't be nervous at all.
But I'm not nervous.
You're not nervous?
Not a bit.
It's funny, I'm falling completely apart. You know, Miss Turner and I will be back in a few moments with some of the most passionate, exciting, and fantastic scenes ever to zing into your life from Videoland. But first we would like you to introduce yourselves to the electric... We'd like to introduce you to the electric prunes.
The electric prunes?
The electric prunes. See, they used to be plums, but they got the record hot and dried them up and they shriveled up, so...
You got to be kidding.
No, I'm not kidding. You know, if they get any hotter, they'll be known as the electric pits. We were lucky enough to get them before they completely shriveled up, so here they are. Ladies and gentlemen, the former plums, the future pits of America. Here they are, the electric prunes.
Here I go, higher, higher. Here I go, higher, higher. Here I go. Oh, 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 oh. You gotta get me to the world on time. You gotta get me to the world on time. I break into a sweat. My hands begin to shake so bad I can't light my cigarette. You start walking toward me and my cool comes all undone. If I could get my feet to move, I'd turn around and run. My pulse is beating faster and I'm heading for disaster. Here I go, higher, higher. Here I go, higher, higher. Here I go. Get me to the world on time. You gotta get me to the world on time. One kiss from you and my whole body starts in acting strange. You shake up all my senses, yeah, you tie me up in chains. This chemical reaction isn't easy to define. You drive me to distraction, you disturb my peace of mind. You got me spinning like a top now, and I don't know how to stop now. Is this what love's all about? Lately I feel so without wild sensation, sweet frustration. You get me going and there's no slowing me down.
Previous shows, we have recreated some of the most epic moments in history. But tonight, we bring you a very private moment, an incident from the diary of the no less than fabulous Casanova. The time is the 18th century. In this scene, Miss Lana Turner plays the part of the most breathtaking beauty in all Europe, the haughty and unattainable Madame X.
These fops, these weaklings who call themselves men. If I could find one to stir this heart, what treasures he would find.
And playing the part of Casanova, the greatest lover of all time, the Italian rogue who had but one thought on his mind, is my brother and your friend, Tom. That's right, I am Casanostra. No, Casanova. Casanova. Right. I am Casanova, Italian rogue and great lover, but with one thought on my mind. What was that thought? It was all... Now, come on, Tom, it's women. That's all you could think of. Women, women, women. Nothing else is on your mind. I know that, but I thinking of Casanova. What was he thinking about? Very funny, huh? All right. It was the last night of the social season, and during that night, Casanova's eyes fell on the lovely creature, and he made up his mind that Madame X would be his. As our scene opens, Madame X returns from her night at the opera. She enters the boudoir and removes her wraps. And she suddenly realizes she is not alone.
Who is it?
It is I, the handsome and sophisticated, irresistible lover who takes this clever and subtle way of meeting you in your boudoir. And who will, where's the drape? And who will, with this suave approach, breach your defenses and take advantage of you. Madame, you're at my mercy.
On your feet, you wretch. Now, what brings you to my boudoir at this hour? Are you a thief?
In a manner of speaking, Madame, I'm here to steal your heart.
What insufferable arrogance. I shall ring for my servant.
Ah, hellcat we have here. I love hellcats. I love spunky women. You don't seem to realize that women fall at my feet. One look from me and women melt in my hands. Go around half the time with melted women all over.
Really? Now, wait. This is madness. After all, we haven't even been introduced.
That's true. Permit me to introduce myself. I am Europe's handsomest, most gracious, charming, and dashing person. The one and only Casanova.
You're not Casanova.
Yeah, I'm Casanova.
You're not.
Yeah, I'm the dashing guy, Casanova.
Honey, you're not Casanova.
Yes, I am. Here's my card.
Giovanni Casanova, kisses to go.
Oh, let me have that for a second.
What are you doing?
See, each visit I come here, I punch this.
6 visits and you get a set of free dishes.
Well, well, isn't this interesting? So here I am alone at night in my boudoir with the great Casanova. Very well, then. Will you woo me?
I will woo you if you would be wooed. How do you like the way you were wooed?
Lousy. He who makes love to Madame X must be more than a bundle of seething emotion. He must be a poet. Oh, rhapsodize about my eyes. Look deep into them and tell me what you see there.
Madame X, as I gaze into your eyes, I see mirrors to a passionate and lovely soul.
Yes?
A pair of jewels glinting in alabaster.
Yes.
Now kiss me.
Oh, more about my eyes.
Your eyes. Your eyes are twin moons in an azure sky, limpid pools on a lake of love. And now, kiss me.
Oh, but please, more about my eyes.
Your eyes are the Big Dipper, the Little Dipper, a silver slipper on Yom Kippur. And now, Madame, kiss me.
But tell me more about my eyes.
Your eyes are like 2 fried eggs on a paper plate. What do you want?
I want Casanova to take me into his arms and kiss me as I've never been kissed before and transport me to paradise.
Yes, 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 sir. Madame X, I shall kiss you.
Well, Casanova, what do you say now?
I kid you not. I've tried them all, but Brand X is best.
One of the most honored pictures of the year has been Michelangelo Antonioni's unique film, Blow Up. Now, the name, or the word blow up in the title refers to the photographs that play a major part of this picture. They also play a part in our show tonight in Louis Dupron's dance interpretation of the musical theme from Blow Up, as danced by Judy Van Warmer and Dick Monahan. And Dick Monahan. One of the biggest musical comedy hits on Broadway in recent years was How to Succeed in Business Without Really Trying. And it was just made into a motion picture and open to rave reviews all over the country. Ladies and gentlemen, here's the star of both the Broadway and motion picture version of the show, Robert Morse. Well, hi, Bobby.
Hi, Dick. How are you?
I gotta tell you, it's really a pleasure to have you on the show. I can't tell you how much we've been looking forward to have you on the show.
Well, I've been watching your show, and I love it. It's extremely not bad at all.
Well, I saw your movie, and I think it was extremely ditto.
Well, I'm glad you liked it.
Tell me something. In How to Succeed in Business, how long did it take you to go from the window washer to the head of the company?
It took about a week.
A week, and you did that just by flattery and buttering people up?
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Of course, though, in real life, things like that are impossible. They couldn't happen, could they?
Oh, of course not. It couldn't happen really at all in real life. You know?
I didn't think so.
If I wanted my own show or something like that, or or to work with you. I'd have to do it because I was good.
Of your own merits.
Right. I'd have to go to school at night and study hard, and, and
get something going, right?
Really have to work at it. I couldn't just flatter you or butter you up.
Wow. You're really a nice guy. I didn't realize you were such a talented guy. You're really talented. You know what? You're much nicer than my brother.
You think so?
My brother never does. Hey, how would you like a job as a brother?
I would love it. I could be one of the triplets, right?
One of the triplets, right. It was interesting, though, what you said about how to get ahead in the business world. That was very interesting.
Well, it's easy to do if you have the right answers.
No. But most people don't have those right answers.
That's right, but let's find out about that, because, you see, I worked out a little test. It's just a little test. Like all those national tests that they're conducting on television now, you've seen them probably. I call mine the National Business Executive Test. And I'm sure that anyone who has the answers to these questions can become the president of his company or a window washer.
Okay. There's your desk, Bobby, and go ahead and conduct.
Okay, bye. Good evening, all you aspiring young business executives. Let's see how high you can score on the test. First, go get yourself a pencil and paper. If you did that, it's your first mistake. While you were gone, someone took your job. Now for the test. Now, please, keep your own score, and we'll give you the results afterwards. Now, question number 1. If your boss told an off-colored joke in front of your wife, would you, A, laugh at the joke, B, not laugh at the joke, C, punch your boss in the mouth? Now, the correct answer is A. You should laugh at the off-colored joke, unless you don't understand it, in which case, get your wife to explain it to you. Now, next question. If you had 2 executives in your company who didn't get along with each other, and you wanted to replace them with 2 men who do get along with each other, would you get these 2? These 2? Or these 2? Well, the correct answer is these 2. They were obviously, just made for each other. Next question. What to do about... Hi. What to do about an attractive secretary, especially one who's showing a little too much of her shapely legs? Should you, A, look right at her legs? B, not look at her legs? C, sneak a look at them? Well, the answer is C. You should just find a casual, offhand way to sneak a look. Everyone takes home little things from the office for their personal use, like paper... Everyone takes home little things from the office for their personal use, like paper clips, envelopes, pencils, IBM machines. But an enterprising young man can go a step farther. Now, let's say that you wanted to take home a typewriter. Now, would you, A, take it a piece at a time, B, put it in your coat, C, put it in your briefcase? Now, if you answered A, take it a piece at a time, you're wrong. It takes too long. If you answered C, you're wrong again. A typewriter will not fit into a briefcase. So the answer B is correct. You put it under your coat. But in case you're spotted, make sure you have a good answer.
I'm pregnant.
Next question. Now, you have to select a secretary. Would you select A? Hi, how are you? B? Step right up. Or C? The correct answer is C. Because your wife would be certain that you're fooling around with, you know, A or B, but with C, she'd just never guess, you know? I want to see her later. Well, that ends the National Business Executive Test. Now, I want you to add up your score. Now, there were 5 questions, and each correct answer is worth about 50 points. If you scored 150, you're junior executive material. If you scored 200, you're vice presidential material. If you scored 300, then you cheated. And now you're going to become the chairman of the board.
Hey,
What?
oh, I just can't stop. That was a chuckle a minute, and I want to say that was really mildly hilarious.
Well, I'm glad that you found it. I was crying myself. I'm glad you liked it, though, you know. I like working with you. We have a lot of fun.
We've had a lot of fun. We've been out carousing around in town and stuff. But, you know, there's something, Bobby, look at me.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
There's something about you, you know, that make people happy. There's something about you. Is it, I don't know, is it your face? Or, you know, there's something, whenever he walks out, it's a little...
No, I don't think it's just the face. I think it's, maybe it's the, how would you say, the feet, you know, the feet.
The feet?
No, maybe not, no, the shoes. The shoes? Maybe it's the walk.
The
walk?
It's the walk.
Ooh. There's a kind of walk you walk when the world's undone you. There's a kind of walk you walk when you're feeling proud. There's a kind of walk you walk when the neighbors shun you. There's a kind of walk you walk sets you above the crowd. There's a kind of walk you walk when somebody loves you. That's very much like walking on a cloud. Good fortune's found you chappy, and your life's a happy Valentine when you're walking happy.
Don't the blooming world seem fine? There's a kind of walk you walk when you feel like crowing. There's a kind of walk you walk when you're on your way. There's a kind of walk you walk when your pride is showing. There's a kind of walk you walk when today's your day.
Everybody sing!
There's a kind of walk you walk when the world's all rainbow. And your heart's hopping like a popping jay.
Get some love in, everybody.
Good fortune's found
Good
you,
fortune.
Chappie.
Hey, it's found ya. Come on. And your life, it's a happy Valentine. When you're walking happy, everybody, don't the blooming world seem fine?
We'll be right back with Lana Turner, Robert Morse, the Electric Prunes, and Pat Polson on the second half of the Smothers Comedy Brothers Hour.
Ladies and gentlemen, these are the times that try men's souls. When justice is overruled by law, when peace is attainable only by war, when freedom is sabotaged by organization, when God is only a device for immortality, and when progress is stifled by traditional ignorance. And these are any old time. Well, Tom, do you think we left out anything else that would try men's souls? How about the second half of the Smothers Comedy's Brothers Hour? Well, now that you mention it, that's a pretty trying experience. Yeah, so stay tuned anyway. In line with our show's policy of taking a stand and offering opinions on vital issues of the day, we now present another editorial, and the subject, the war on poverty. Here speaking for our program is Mr. Patrick Paulson, Vice President.
Good evening. Here I am once again in your homes. In those deep valleys of decision where the giants of government ponder the complex problem of the war on poverty, is the answer from the Valley of the Giants, ho, ho, ho? No, this is the richest nation in the world, and we'd be richer if it weren't for poor people. There are people without clothes and shoes and socks and underwear. Albeit some of those are nudist. But most of them are poor people. Now, poor people do not have crutches, nor they base their clans frugiously. But budgets are action first to it has been sifting to the last sieves, therefore corked down parties to stand fair. Poverty is necessary because without it, we could not have a poverty program. And the poverty program has the right answer: good administration. You just can't give poor people money. The poor people will just go out and buy food and clothes and pay rent. Some poor people have to have jobs. But the only jobs open are in the administration offices of the poverty program. 12 clerks to every poor. Now the poverty program is running out of money. It only proves that poverty is expensive. Poor people can't afford it. It's all clear to me now. I believe in the tale of money, SARS, poor feels push point forward. And that we too feel these grudges are settling for too many long. Thank you.
If you wish a copy of the preceding editorial, send a stamped, self-addressed envelope to Editorial, Box 1763, Beverly Hills, California.
You know, a number of weeks ago, Tommy and I asked for a request for songs. We like to sing straight songs together, and we had a request for a song that's from one of our early albums, and it's entitled, well, it's a very beautiful song. It's entitled The Four Winds and the Seven Seas. I've wandered here, I've wandered there. It seems like I've been everywhere. I've never had a place to call my own. No matter where I go alone. You ask where I live, here's the address I give, the four winds and the seven seas. The hills were my home till I started to roam, the four winds and the seven seas. My love and I would sit and sigh till the moon grew pale. We vowed and said someday we'd wed in the church in the vale. A train came to town and a stranger stepped down, a smiling soul, my love smile. And then after a while, the only stranger there was me. And that is why my Lord and I follow every breeze. You ask where I live, here's the address I give. The four winds and the seven seas. Ladies and gentlemen, in the next few minutes, we're going to do a lot of stuff with doors. Now, all over the world, there's billions and billions and billions of doors, and there's probably a story behind each one of them. And tonight, we're going to open and perhaps close the door on the wonderful world of doors. Now, there's doors you come in, and doors you go out.
There are front doors, there are side doors, and there are back doors.
There are Dutch doors and French doors and plain old American doors.
There are tall doors, short doors, wide doors, narrow doors, and Diana doors. Doesn't matter. There are saloon doors, court doors, and jail doors.
Car doors, there are bus doors, and of course there are train doors.
There are closet doors and kitchen doors. And there are also bedroom doors.
There are screen doors, glass doors, and there are bedroom doors. There are wrong doors.
And I hear you. Who is it?
Open the door. It's me. Open the door.
Darling, you're here early.
I certainly am here early. Now, I think there's some hanky-panky going on around here. Now, where is he?
Where's who?
Your secret lover. That's who.
But dear, I don't have a secret lover. There's no one here.
Ha ha. Stand aside. No one here. Oh, just see. There's no one here. Okay, maybe there's no one here this time. But you better watch it.
What do you want?
Joe sent me.
All right, just a minute. What's the matter? Haven't you ever seen a guy with a mustache before?
Man, that's weird. Come on, honey. It's sort of a tight squeeze, so what?
What is it?
Frank Gilroy, come out!
What are you talking about?
Frank Gilroy, you better come out!
Oh, that's smart. No, you want the Frank Gilroy who lives upstairs.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's okay, they're always getting us mixed up.
And I hear you. Speak high. Well, who is it?
It's me! Open the door!
Yes?
I forgot my car keys. I think I left them in the closet.
Oh, no, dear. They wouldn't be in there.
I said, I think I left them in the closet. And if I say I think I left them in the closet, I think I left them in the closet. I thought they were on the floor in the closet. Oh, thank you.
It's all right. Close the door.
Do you think I am some dum-dum? I know where they are.
Keep our heads, darling. The blob can't get us in here.
Oh, how can you say that? It's already chewed up. San Diego, and the freeway, and that horrible thing thrives on human flesh and freeways.
I know, as long as we keep this door closed right here. Darling, we're safe.
Oh, thank you. Oh. Ah! Cotton! It's oozing under the door.
Oh, look at it. The hideous, shapeless, inhuman blob.
Quivering, shivering, pulsating blob.
No, it's more like a throbbing, undulating, slithering, shivering blob.
Oh, Cotton, what are we going to do? It's already eaten San Diego.
I have an idea. It's our only chance. Here.
What's this?
A spoon.
Well, what good would that do?
Our only hope is to eat it before it eats us.
Ow, but it looks fattening.
Shut up and start eating.
How can I ignore the girl next door?
Okay, Joe. Joe, come over here.
Yeah.
I'll break down the door.
Yeah?
And you start shooting.
Gotcha.
Right. Dummy, wait till I break down the door.
And I hear you. Who is it?
It's me. Open the door.
Darling, back again.
Yes, back again, and I still think there's hanky-panky going on around here. Now, once and for all, where is he?
Where is who?
Your secret lover. Where is he?
Oh, but darling, he wouldn't be here.
I know where he is. You can't fool me. I figured it.
Who is it?
It's your husband.
Her husband?
Your husband. Pretty exhausting, isn't it, the story?
Well, partners, I see by the old clock on the wall it's time to mosey down to pasture and put the camera out to graze.
Tommy, what did you say? Let me get. Well, you said you see
I
by
says,
what?
I see by the old clock on the wall it's time to mosey down to
That's
pasture.
what bothers me.
It says
I
time.
don't, where's a clock? Where's an old clock?
There's an old clock
It's
on the
not
wall.
even a new clock on the wall.
The old clock says time to mosey down to pasture. Put
It
the old
doesn't
camera.
say anything. If it says anything, it says it's 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 8 o'clock. It doesn't say it's time to go down to the...
No, this clock says,
Hey, it's time to go down pasture.
You say that, you know, every time you open your mouth, you say something stupid. But I'm not going to let you ruin the good night.
Well, that's how I keep in shape, by saying stupid things.
You know, and you're in top shape. Before we do say goodnight, though, we would like to wish our good friends up in Canada. Canada is celebrating their centennial year this year. And
one
let's
of our,
give them a hand.
Let's give them a hand. We've played up there a lot of times, and
That's
we wish
right.
the people in Canada, they've been very, very nice to us.
We
one
played
of the few,
everywhere in Canada.
Everywhere in Canada, and one of the nice places of the world. We've gone there, and it's one of the few places we've been to where they really sincerely like Americans.
We love love you up there, wherever you are. And also, before we do say goodnight, I want to thank, I'm not going to let you do it, but I want to thank our wonderful guests tonight, the lovely Miss Lana Turner and Bobby Morse and the Electric Prunes. Let's hear it for them. I want to ask you a question.
Miss Lana Turner's as beautiful as ever.
And that's what I want to ask you about. You got to make, do a love scene with her and everything.
Yes.
Now, there's about 18 million men, 50 million men that would want to be in your shoes. Now, tell me, honestly, what was the feeling you got? If you had to summarize it into...
Well, I wouldn't want to say it right on television.
Okay, then good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night.
Next week, our guests will be Phil Silvers, Jenny Smith, and the Happenings. Dance sequence photographs by Gabby Rona. Electric Prunes were pre-recorded. This is Roger Carroll speaking. The Smothers Brothers Comedy Hour was brought to you by